In this video, let's learn about callbacks with useQuery. When we are dealing with data fetching, sometimes we might want to perform a side effect when the query completes. An example could be opening a modal, navigating to a different route, or even displaying toast notifications. To cater to these scenarios, React Query lets us specify success and error callbacks as configurations or options to the useQuery hook. Let's see how to add them in our component. First, we need to define two functions which will be called when the query succeeds or when it fails. The first one, let's call it onSuccess. This function will be called when the query successfully fetches data. So I'm going to simply log to the console, perform side effect after data fetching. Similarly, let's define onError function, which gets called when the query encounters an error while trying to fetch the data. So make a copy of the function, change the name to onError, and within the log statement, perform side effect after encountering error. To attach these functions to our superheroes query, all we have to do is specify onSuccess and onError configurations. So the third argument to useQuery, which is an object, we specify onSuccess and set it to onSuccess, and similarly onError and set it to onError. Since the key and the value are the same, we can use ES6 shorthand and specify just onSuccess and onError. Let's now save the file and see if this works. Navigate to our Q Superheroes page, and we see the success callback log message. Perform side effect after data fetching. Go back to VS Code, change the URL to superheroes1, head back to the browser, navigate to our Q Superheroes. The query retries 3 times before calling the onError callback. Perform side effect after encountering error. Of course, we are simply logging a message right now, but you can perform any side effect in the callback. What is also worth noting is React Query automatically injects the data that has been fetched or the error that was encountered into these callbacks. So we can specify data as a parameter to onSuccess and log the same to the console. Similarly, error is the parameter to onError, and we log the same to the console. Go back to the browser, and we see the error object. Change the URL back to /superheroes, go back to the browser, refresh, and we see the data as part of the onSuccess callback message. So what this allows you to do is perform side effects based on the actual response for that individual query. You can make use of data within onSuccess and error within onError callback. That, if you ask me, is pretty powerful. Now, if you've understood this far, I've got a homework assignment for you. I want you to combine polling with callbacks. Use the refetch interval option to pull the API data every 3 seconds. Behind the scenes, add a 4th superhero of your choice to the superheroes array in db.json. Within the onSuccess callback, check if the number of heroes is 4, and if it is the case, I want you to stop the polling. If there is an error as well, I want you to stop the polling. I'll give you a hint to do this. you need to maintain a state variable whose initial value is 3000, and the state variable will be assigned to refetch interval configuration. Inside the callback functions, check for the response or error and set the value to false. That will stop your polling. Give it a try and let me know in the comment section if you were able to achieve the desired result. Alright, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.